And last Saturday, just one day after the deadly Colorado shooting, managers here at Second Amendment Sports say it was hard keeping guns on the shelves. Jim, it was a long night here at the Kern County Election Headquarters. The pesticide that students were exposed to today is called organophosphate. Now, had they not been treated on site and brought here to San Joaquin Community Hospital, they have been first told to shower right here in this decon shower. I'm Heather Hope in Bakersfield. Big changes at the post office. A letter you send in town will be shipped somewhere else before it reaches your mailbox. Now, Brian Jones says he remembers driving down Laredo Highway when a PT Cruiser came down Zerker Road here, slammed into his car, sent it into the canal, killing his two friends. Now, dozer lines like this one help cut a line within the brush to help stop the fire. But fire crews are still on scene. Again, about 4 or 5 fire trucks. Bakersfield City Fire is really working hard to put these flames down here. Now, there are so many things to check on before you hit the road. And CHP officers always advise that the first thing you should check out is your car. Maddie, now there's a lot left. As you can see, just down this alley here on Owen Street, there's still paper and plastic bags and all kinds of trash still left out here. And then it doesn't end. I mean, you name it, it's out here. All piles of debris, from tissue paper to bags, ornaments, and of course that coveted wrapping paper. The governor's proposal could take at least $1 billion off the state's $9 billion budget deficit, but the proposal was met with some mixed reaction by some people on welfare here in Kern County. Rochelle Wright, detectives say that man was 27-year-old Simon Gomez Jr. He died from a gunshot wound and was right here in this East Bakersfield neighborhood. They're equipped with cameras, 3,000 gallons of water, and they're twice the size.
Heather Hope has been covering the fire all day, and she joins us live near Tehachapi with the latest on the firefight. Heather?
Tammy, it's cooler out here today, and firefighters say that they're glad that the winds aren't as high as they normally are in Sand Canyon. Now, most of the homes in the Sand Canyon community were saved, except for one family. Now, we caught up with the homeowner who was out trying to salvage anything he could from the damage. This is all that's left of Dan POPEJOY's home. He and his family sifted through ashes, looking for any family heirlooms, but their search came up empty.
Considerable. A lot of memories.
POPEJOY grew up in this home. His family moved in 1965. It's close to where the Sand Canyon fire started, near Sand Canyon Road and Highway 58. Fire crews responded yesterday afternoon, just before 1 p.m. It first started when a car towing a trailer lost a tire that sparked the flames.
Residents should feel really good right now from what we're seeing. Things can always change, but right now from what we have and what we have a line that protected their area, they should feel really well.
POPEJOY says this home now looks out of this world.
Armageddon. Right now. I mean, when I was growing up, I hunted, did everything out here.
The home was built in the early 1900s. His mom lived in it alone until she died 6 years ago. POPEJOY's thankful that no one was in it yesterday, but he hoped the fire spared a family keepsake.
Great-grandfather had a tool chest. It looked good. I thought it made it. I opened it. It didn't.
Now again, full containment of the fire is expected tomorrow, and firefighters focused their efforts today on the northern and eastern flanks, and there are helicopters still around the area scooping water from the dip tanks in order to help douse those remaining hot spots, and it's all an effort to help fight this Sand Canyon fire. We're live near Tehachapi. I'm Heather Hope, 17 News.
Army Specialist Moses Gonzalez was married to a woman here in Bakersfield, but also another in Los Angeles at the same time. 17's Heather Hope joins us with this soldier's family story. Heather.
Kiyoshi, Ruth Bayona says she didn't know her husband had another wife until after she went to claim his remains. And on the emotional day he was laid to rest, she says she didn't want to share the role as his wife. It was a solemn send-off for a soldier. Army Specialist Moses Gonzalez died in a vehicle rollover accident in Afghanistan on April 25th.
He was an exceptional son. He had a big heart. He finally gave that heart to the world and to his country. He was my only son. He was my baby.
He was 29 years old and leaves behind 3 sons and 2 wives.
I'm sad, but in my heart, that's not him. I feel like he's still in Afghanistan. That's how I feel.
Ruth Bayona of Bakersfield married Gonzalez in 2010 in Las Vegas, unaware that he was already married to Darlene Garcia of Los Angeles. The two sat on the same row at Gonzalez's funeral in St. Matthias Catholic Church in Huntington Park.
My baby always smiled. He was healthy. To see him like that.
Garcia could barely speak after the funeral. She held onto her son, Gonzalez's first child, and let her sister do the talking.
It hurts so much to see my nephew go through this. He's going to go through this a lot, like, for the rest of his life, you know.
It hurt Bayona to see Garcia giving Gonzalez's flag off his casket.
Definitely. And also, you know, for him, the son, you know, the firstborn, he's going to want to keep the flag, yes.
Bayona says there was too much tension in the air on the day of her husband's homegoing. The wives only exchanged glances. Bayona has Gonzalez's youngest son, Moses Jr., and a third woman was there, the mother of Gonzalez's second son. But more than the multiple families, Gonzalez's dad wants his son to be remembered as a soldier with a big heart.
Como todo en la vida.
He was a very good boy, and he died giving his life for the country that he loved. Like everything in life, we are with his family, with all of them.
Specialist Gonzalez was buried in the Inglewood Cemetery near his grandparents. His first wife will receive his benefits. I'm Heather Hope, 17 News. Margarita Alvarez was playing dominoes with her sister and boyfriend, Frederick Collins Jr., when he stepped outside to talk with neighbors and never made it back inside.
When I heard the gunshots, I kind of knew it was him. I knew it was him already.
Diego Torres next door was the last person to talk to Collins before he was shot multiple times in his backyard.
At least 7 or 8 continuously rounds too. They didn't stop and pause. They're gunning, you know, they wanted him gunned down. That's what it seemed like.
Collins was 33 years old and leaves behind 3 young children. His baby girl turned 1 month old the day he died. Alvarez says he was the nicest person and everyone liked him.
I want to know who did it. Who would really hate him that much to do that to him?
Frankie Reed wants to know the same for her son, Neil McCree.
It's ugly, and people out there know who did this to my baby.
McCree was shot on Alberta Street around 1 a.m. 22 years old, he was too a father of 3 young children.
He's had his ups and downs, you know, but he was trying to get his life together, job searching, trying to be a part of his 3 kids' lives.
The family was celebrating a birthday when they say people they didn't know showed up and a fight broke out.
It was kind of scary because I was sleeping and it was just riots out here.
McCree's mother was in her car waiting for her son to come.
I seen the rumble, I seen everybody scattering, I heard gunshots, but not once did I know that it was my baby laying on the ground.
If you have any info on Collins shooting, call the Kern County Sheriff's Department at 391-7623. And if any info on McCree shooting, please call the Bakersfield Police Department at 327-7111. Live in the newsroom, Heather Hope, 17 News.